on. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's not that early. Well, actually it is, because I told him that we had to be here at 7, and we were. And he does karaoke on nighttime, and so he got home at 2 o'clock this morning, and I got his little butt out of bed at 6. So he's really happy with me right now. So. I'm going to do something entirely different than what I normally do. I'm going to talk to you about networking, but I want to talk to you about networking in a different way, because we're all Christians here, and I want to talk to you about networking through the Christian aspect. I want to talk to you about giving. And as soon as I talk to you about giving, being Christians, the first thing you think of when I say giving is money. And you're all sitting there holding on to your purses and your wallets real tight. Oh no, she's going to want money. No, Christians automatically think that giving is about money. Giving is about more than money. Giving is about everything but the money, actually. And in business, automatically we feel in business, okay, I can do my Christian stuff on Sunday at church, and that's where my giving is. When I'm in business, it's all about me making money. I care about what money I'm going to bring in, what's coming to me, not what I have to give. Well, giving is giving referrals. Giving is giving compliments. Giving is giving of a service. Giving is a tip. Giving is sharing advice and education. It's not just giving of money. And in business, we need to give. Now, what's the best way to get referrals? Excuse me.
Give referrals.
To give referrals. If you give a referral, you get a referral. And if you're out there giving referrals and you're not getting referrals, what are you doing wrong? You're not receiving. The whole thing about giving, if you're giving in church, if you're giving money, if you're giving compliments, if you're giving advice, you have to be able to receive. And if you can't be open to receiving, then you can't give. You're not going to get the referrals. So we have a bunch of women in here. How many times has somebody come up to you and said, "Oh, Sarah, that blouse is beautiful"? And what's your response?
Thank you. Get your hands off me, bastard.
I hope I get to hear that one on the
video. Sorry.
I bought it on sale.
They say, "Oh, this old thing," or "It's just something I pulled out of the closet." They don't accept a compliment. You have to accept a compliment. Men are a little bit better at accepting compliments. Mainly because they don't get them as often. No, I'm kidding. But you need to be able to say thank you when somebody gives you something. When somebody offers you a compliment or something, you need to say thank you. And especially the women are really bad about being able to say thank you. And then you need to reciprocate it. So if somebody gave you a compliment, it's good to give a compliment back, okay? But my feeling is, edifying doesn't have to be to everything and everybody, okay? Don't go and say, "Oh, that's a gorgeous tie," when you're looking at it thinking, "Really? He wore that with that shirt?"
Why does she look at you?
He's the only one with the tie on, so you guys... So, reciprocate it if it's true. Don't just say, "Well, definitely, I don't think you're going to have a lot of people complimenting you on that shirt today," but that's just,
You're just mean. You're going to second guess your choice today, aren't you?
Yeah, the 70s are asking for that back.
Well, I thought I gave it back, but it only went up in your closet.
Just going to burn that shirt tonight. On the stake.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm losing the room now. So I'm going to bring you all back. So giving and getting referrals is the main way for us to grow our business. And as Christians, we really we should know how to give better than other people, and we don't. We are not the best givers, and we're also the worst receivers when it comes to receiving. So you need to be able to receive. In order to get referrals, you need to give referrals. And you need to be very specific. Really, really specific. So if I ask you, okay, I'm going to ask you, what do you need in the next 60 days?
The next 60 days?
Mm-hmm.
From a business side, I'd like to receive 2 or 3 referrals.
Okay, so who in the room can give him a referral?
Get your hands up, folks.
How can you give him a referral? We don't know what he does.
Well,
we don't know what
they
he,
probably do.
You probably do.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's unfair. But
that's unfair. You need to be specific is what
Very
you
good.
want. The more you bring it down to exact, then they can give it to you. Okay, so if you say, I'm looking for, okay, jewelry. Somebody sells jewelry. I'm looking for women who have necks.
I see. Good point.
Wrong part.
I have 4,000 names in my database. Which one am I going to give you? You know?
Right.
But if you bring it down to the little by little by little, so if you're looking for women in the ages between 20 and 40 that are 7 foot tall, have blue hair, and have $1 million in their bank account, you can really narrow it down. You probably don't have one of those in your database, but you can narrow it down. So you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the more specific that you are, the better it is to be able to give a referral. So if you just say, in the next 30 days I need new clients, I can't help you. But if you say I need people that are,
Right, so I'm looking for business owners that are in pain in their business. Small, medium-sized business owners that are struggling to, be with their kids on the weekend, for example, that are just struggling in their business and may benefit from having a coach.
there you go. So you're narrowing it down a little bit more. Now, I've been telling people to be specific for many, many years, and I never told you how, okay? So if you take the number one reason that a person is your ideal client, so think about your ideal client. What is the number one factor that makes them your ideal client? Okay, in your case, it's people with money.
No phone over here.
She's pointing to Chuck, you notice that. Okay, so your number one reason they're your ideal client. The number one reason they come to you. What is the one thing you give them? What is one thing you give them that the other people who do what you do don't give them? Okay? And then I lost my train of thought. Jesus, I hate getting old.
Better than the alternative.
The number one
Results.
benefit of the services, and then you take all 3 of those together, and that is your ideal referral. Okay? So I want entrepreneurs starting out in business that don't know how to network, that need to be coached into moving forward in networking. And now if you look at in your database of who would be a new entrepreneur that doesn't know how to network, you can probably pick out 2 names and give me 2 names. You're not going to give, if I'm too broad, you're not going to give me your database. You're not going to hand me 150 names for a couple reasons, because you don't know that I'm going to give them the customer service that they need. But if I make it down to really specific and tell you exactly what I'm looking for, you can help me. So if somebody's a landscaper and says, I just need new clients, or someone asks for a landscaper, I need to be able to know, does this landscaper do trees? Is he just a decorating type landscaper? Is he mowing lawns? What's he doing, so that I can get that information to give it to somebody else? So when you're asking for a referral, you need to be specific. When you're talking to somebody, you need to be specific of what they are offering so you can match them up. And then you can give and receive referrals. And the more you give referrals, the more you get referrals. Luke 6:38 tells us that what we give, we receive back, shaken down in equal portions. And I paraphrase that because I didn't feel like bending over and picking up the Bible and reading it to you. But if you want to check out that verse, if who's got it on their phones, it's in referrals and networking and business. Every referral that you put out there, you get them back 5-fold. You don't see it maybe right today or tomorrow. It might take a week, a month, a year. I might give a referral to you, and you mention something to Chuck, and then Chuck brings it back to me. So it doesn't necessarily have to come back in the same way. But in order to get referrals, in order to grow our business, we need to be better givers and be better receivers. And the more that we can receive, the more we can give. And I believe that's my 10 minutes. I can see the look on his face. So.
Very good.
Okay, so thank you very much.